All right. This is our last slide. Just want to give a preface. I know there are some things that you thought might have been in this section, such as the types of unemployment. We've got two more wonderful economic sections. I didn't want to overwhelm you in this one, but we'll talk about all of those wonderful other topics, such as the types of unemployment, elasticity of supply and demand, all of those things in other economic sections. Now, here is our wonderful graph and just some more components to it. Here we go, price and quantity. We saw those before, demand and supply. Well, price floor and price ceilings, what are those? Okay, let's start with a price ceiling. Hey, everyone's coming back from World War II. Uh-oh, there's more demand than supply for housing. What does the government do? The government sets rent control, and that rent control is there to prevent those landlords from charging too much. So a price ceiling is going to prevent those houses. That's going to create a shortage. Now, as a developer, I'm going to probably produce less houses because I know that I can't charge as much for those houses. So that's going to create a shortage, right? That's the price ceiling. A price floor says, hey, you can only charge, this is the minimum wage, right? We'll use the minimum wage example. Price floor, the minimum wage, you have to pay employees at least $15. I'm not sure what it is these days. $15 for that minimum wage, or in this case, that's $20. So that's going to create a surplus. Here's our equilibrium price. Here's what the market would set it to, and these are artificial constraints on the economy. Now, the effectiveness of these, or the ineffectiveness of these, obviously everyone's got their own opinion. This is what happens, per our economics, per the science of economics. Yes, are there benefits to both of these? Sure. Are there negatives to both of these? Sure. That's just the world and how it works. And there's a time and place for using all of them. So just memorize price ceiling and price floor, example of each, and what they create. And just think about this, right? So if price ceiling, right, we talked about that one, you can only charge so much, then we're going to have less houses. There's shortages, right? Because you don't want to make as many houses because now you can't charge as much, and there's going to be a surplus of workers. If the minimum wage goes up, there's just more workers because I'm a company, I can't hire as many, so I'm going to hire less, so that's a surplus of workers. Those are the negatives to each, but obviously we know the positives of each, right? We want to make sure that the mass demand for apartments, that people can afford them, and we want to make sure that anyone who gets a job can have a minimum wage. That about wraps us up, and let me give you a nice outro.
Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.